Yo, what up? It's your boy Don, and I'm here to tell you about astrology. Um, so, I see astrology as a tool to understand our surroundings, which we are creating at the same time, and also developing the moral system based on how we are conducting ourselves and realizing our creation. So once we realize our creation, we can see all the thoughts and feelings in between, the animalistic beings, the humans, animals, whatever, the systems created by these beings, and determining the moral systems, how it's justified. So the way it is right now, it seems like very not up to par what it should be, as how we think about so many ways on how to implement better systems, better healthcare, better way of thinking, better psychology, better aka, which is astrology. Astrology is psychology on a very, very spiritual high level. That's what you people need to understand. The way you think about astrology in your own biased way, based on how you took in and soaked in information through your whole life in this system, you're looking at astrology in the wrong way. You're not looking at it in a spiritual way because you're using logic into trying to justify things based on how you used your logic to understand your reality. You need to understand we also have imagination. Your left brain is logic and right brain is imaginations. So God is creating this. This is what it's utilizing. The Spirit of God. And it developed a mind, a mental form, a body. That's the first body before it became physical. It's a mind, it's a mental intelligence. Now it's able to utilize imaginations. And once you have imaginations, which is creativity, it can be delusions, that's Neptune, and things of that nature. So it also deals with belief in spirituality because you can get lost in your imaginations. Now you're trying to rationalize your existence, your reality, which is logic. You're trying to square out the pieces together, put them together, puzzles. That creates mathematical angles and equations. So this is where science comes from in math. And once you get lost in science and math, you start to put logic into the things that are already in the system as you are born into. And your parents are here as well, and they learn the same shit. So sometimes when it comes to certain individuals, they can become very comfortable within this system that we're in, and they just become very logical with limited imaginations, aka, which leads to more awareness. Imaginations leads to more awareness because that awareness already existed, even if it seemed like a delusion or even a logical thought. Like it doesn't matter what it is, because these things came from imaginations, and then we put logic onto it. So logic to make sense of it, logic to analyze it. But as awareness keeps growing and expanding, we need to utilize more logic, stronger logic that we develop from imaginations. That's how I like to think of it. But that's how it really is, to be honest. So we are creating our reality as a collective through imaginations, and we are rationalizing. The spirit is no thing. It has nothing to do with this physical reality. It's not physical. So that's why it's no thing. It's literally nothing. You cannot measure it with the senses of this human experiences. With this physical, like hearing, seeing with the physical eyes, sensing, you can only go to that space internally. Like, you need to be spiritual. You need to know the mechanisms of how you're operating, because once you understand that, you will understand that everything around you is doing the same thing, all the way down to the bacteria. Even before that, externalizing, internalizing, which is what you're doing right now. Externalizing is using your mind. That's masculine energy. Pushing, thinking of things of how to go about action. And then you have internalizing, is your emotions. You can feel lack of the opposite side, which is externalizing. That's why you need a masculine figure to be in the presence of how to utilize that masculine energy and just provide for the females, which is always internalizing, and which is a caregiver, the emotion, all about the emotions. Sometimes a man needs that. They need somebody to care for them. Someone, they want to feel needed. The man need to make the female feel safe and provide. But yeah, it goes deeper than that. So you need to learn how to communicate, externalize, have emotional intelligence. But that goes for both parties as well. But there needs to have some type of equilibrium. So I forgot what I was gonna say. It's goddamn hot outside. But it's good. But I guess that's all I have.